Hello everyone, Jolene here from She Lifestyle. Okay, so this is a yes or no pick a card reading. You simply need to have a question in your mind that you are needing a yes or no to the question. I will put the selection down below. So you ground yourself right now. Think of your question very clearly, clear your mind, and let's see what answers we get for you. Okay, here are the selections. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. Pause your video. You take your time. I'm now going to get into pile number 1. Okay, so if you've chosen pile number 1 with the opalite, then this is your reading. Okay, sorry, my stand is broken, so I'm holding my phone. If I look shaky a little bit, I'm so sorry. Pile number 1. So, okay, each of you are here for a different reason. Some of you may be asking about a soulmate, a love situation, and others it could be about money. That's kind of what I'm getting. Or some kind of passion project you may be asking about, or something you're passionate about. Could be anything. Whatever it is, what I am getting is that this is a matter of collaboration, people coming together. So if it's a passion project, it's finding the right people to help you. If it's a new business idea, again, it's collaborating with other people that will help you. There is a sense of learning not to do it alone. Like you don't have to do it alone, is what I'm getting. You may be a little bit closed off about working with others or having other people come into your life because you may have had drama in the past or dealt with conflict or people who had different ideas to you. But Spirit wants you to know that this one's quite equal. It's worth putting the time and effort into. It's worth working with this person, working with this project, working on this situation, whatever it is. The amount of effort you put in is going to pay off. Okay, there may need to be a bit of travel or communication to get this going. You may be feeling quite exhausted. It's almost like, I've done the work. I've worked really hard. Things didn't work out in the past. But Spirit wants you to know that this time or this person or this place, this job, it's going to get there. Look, Pentacles means it's slow and steady. It's not fast. It's not an overnight success. There may be failures in the way. There may be conflict in the way. This is not perfect. But it ends with the King of Pentacles, who's solid, grounded, longevity, okay? He's in it for the long haul. Next to it is the Queen of Hearts, who is compassionate, loving, and kindness. And we have this curiosity with the Jack here. The Jack is very curious. He wants to know what's going on. He has a very creative thoughts in his head, creative mind. He's a deep thinker. So one of you or someone in the situation is thinking quite deeply about it. But the answer to your question is quite a positive yes. Okay, I see this as a yes. I see it as being solid, grounded, loving, compassionate, and lots of passion, lots of money. So this one is a yes. Hello and welcome to those who chose pile number 2 stone. This is your reading. Pile number 2, what I'm getting here is you started in a situation that seemed pretty solid. It seemed quite good. But it does feel like things have changed, okay? It feels like you didn't want to see, or someone in the situation doesn't want to see the truth. There is a sense of sadness, there's a sense of depression, there's a sense of boredom, there's a sense of feeling lonely, there's a sense of wanting victory. But Spirit wants you to know there are other options out there for you. You may have had to learn lessons from this situation, from this person. This situation or person is teaching you what is your true wishes. What do you actually want out of a relationship? What do you actually want out of a job, your career? Whatever it is, you are needing to spend the time thinking about what it is that you're actually wanting, and then ask yourself, does this align with what I'm actually wanting? Because sometimes we think we want something and then realize after a while that we're actually wanting something else. You've got the Jack, the Queen, and the King of clubs. Now, clubs is very passionate, but it's also it's a little bit flighty. These are people that are attractive, passionate. Um, they get a lot of attention perhaps from other people. And so they're not really going to settle down with one person because, well, they're always needing that attention. They enjoy the attention they have from others. They keep their exes close. They keep their female friends or male friends close because they enjoy that attention that they're gaining from other people. The Jack of clubs is, again, he's very passionate. He comes in, he's a smooth talker, but he leaves pretty quickly too. So you could be in a relationship with this person or asking about this person. And yes, it may seem solid. They may have a lot of, love bombing and promises, but ultimately they're adventurers. They they kind of look elsewhere. And Spirit is saying you need to use your intuition here because only you can decide on the situation. If you're wanting victory, I don't think you'll have it in this situation, whether it's a job or whatever it is. It does feel like there's something else out there and there are better choices for you. The answer to your question is a no. Hello, you're welcome to those who chose pile number 3. Sorry, my stand is broken. I'm holding my phone and hopefully it doesn't move too much. Pile number 3. What is your question, pile number 3? There's something you're passionate about, but I feel like you're not too sure as to whether you should go after this. Perhaps you are worried that it's too passionate, or you feel too passionate about it, or it's too creative. Maybe it's too wishy-washy. You're not too sure. And so you're asking if you should do this. Spirit wants you to know that there may be a time of rest needed before this comes about. It does feel like it starts off a little bit, I won't say negative, but a little bit unsure, a little bit not. It's not like everything is saying go. It does feel like there is a period of needing to go within, needing to work out. Perhaps there's some fighting or some drama or some conflict. Maybe it's even conflict within you, or someone in the situation is dealing with conflict. But I do feel like there is a coming together with people who are part of your tribe. This could be family members, this could be past life people, exes even for some, but there is a coming together with people who eventually will grow. It feels like it's a slow growth, but it does grow. Okay, there is a sense of feeling trapped or feeling unsure, definitely in this pile. But I feel like with the 9, the 10, the King, the Queen of Pentacles, sorry, not the King, the Jack and the Queen, this will become solid and grounded. It is something that over time, it grows into something really amazing. Okay, it's slow. This is not a fast. If it's a romance you're asking about, this person may be romantic, but they're very grounded. So they're slow, they think, they're methodical. They want longevity. So they might not make a decision very quickly. Or you may not make a decision very quickly because it almost feels like it's too good to be true. But it is something that's quite solid. It is something that if you put in the work and effort, there may be standing your ground against other people. There may be, but don't be too defensive. Put out there what you are wanting. Decide what you are wanting. But it does feel like if you're willing to put in the time, if you're willing to work on your independence, this will grow into something great. It is quite solid, it is quite grounded, and it has huge long-term potential, even financial independence, financial abundance, financial money. Okay, so whatever this is a yes, whatever your question is. Thank you and goodbye. Hello and welcome to those who chose pile number 4. Okay, my stand's broken, so I'm holding my phone, so I do apologize. Pile number 4, what am I getting here? I'm getting There's a period where Spirit is asking you to really think about what is it that you are wanting, okay? It does feel like you are asking, you're wanting some kind of celebration and you're wanting some kind of stability, okay? But there's a sense of regret, or there's a sense of moving on from something. Maybe you had a situation that you regret moving on from. Maybe there's something that you think you wish you had the time to go back to. There may have been sabotage from a situation, but it does feel like it is time to move on from certain situations. It just feels like you're dealing with a bit of anxiety. What you are wanting again is happy times, but you're dealing with anxiety. There's a sense of loss. There's a sense of really thinking about what you are wanting. The truth is kind of within your own mind, okay? You may be sabotaging a situation, or there may be sabotage. There may be things that you don't see. I don't want to come out and say someone's lying or cheating, but there is a sense of you need to see the truth because you're not seeing the truth. It does feel like you need to really get out of your heart and get more into your head about this one, because like your heart and your head are telling you two different things in the situation. But you need to, it feels like your head knows the truth. You may not want to see it, but your head knows the truth of the situation. You might need an independent person for some. You might need a financial advisor. You might need a lawyer to help you so that you can see the truth, perhaps. But it does feel like truth is waiting to come in. And when you know the truth, you'll know what to do. But the answer to your question is a no.